It is Audacy Las Vegas. Adrian Hernandez here with a pair of guests. A trio Young Rock premieres tomorrow. Actually, we're going to air this on Friday, so it premieres tonight, 8:30 Central on NBC. Very excited to be joined by Bradley Constant, Stacey Leilua, and Joseph Lee Anderson. And as we start off, I need to ask you guys, because no matter who I'm interviewing, it could be actors or actresses, athletes, musicians, rappers, wrestlers, it doesn't matter. There's always like a sense of anxiousness and trepidation. For you guys, when this premieres, what's the game plan? Are you guys going to be watching with family, alone, looking on Twitter, or just not even watching at all because it's out in the universe and you're on to the next thing?
We're actually going to be live tweeting for the episode. So
nice.
Yeah.
Talk with us, ask us questions.
Yeah, we'll be together.
Yeah.
I think we're actually going to have a live stream up. I'm not sure if it's Instagram or TikTok or something, but fans need to tune into our socials and have a look and see where we're going to be. But we'll definitely be connecting with people live for it. So tune in.
Yeah.
Awesome. And one thing that I do want to talk to you guys about, because, you know, I'm a huge wrestling fan, and I enjoy that the philosophy on the show and some of the episodes is that we don't use the F word when it comes to wrestling. And as you guys got into this and you're in season 3 and you talk to The Rock and Dwayne and you learn the world of professional wrestling, the thing that fascinates me is kind of the behind the scenes stuff, the drama behind the scenes that goes on camera. For you guys, what's been like the most fascinating thing that you guys have learned about the world of professional wrestling doing the show?
For me, it's been how connected, how much of a family a lot of it is. These wrestlers all knew each other, and they all, like, families knew each other, and how early on Dwayne knew all of these wrestlers. I had no clue. I thought Dwayne just came out of nowhere, and I didn't know anything about Rocky Johnson either. So this whole show has been a big learning experience for me too, and it's been really fun.
The wrestling world is definitely like its own world, like
for sure. Yeah, and the other thing I wanted to ask you guys about too is, yesterday The Rock took to Twitter, took to Instagram. He kind of announced that Becky Lynch is joining the cast. She's going to be playing Cyndi Lauper this season. So I'm curious, how was she on set and how was she on camera as you guys took her from the wrestling world into your guys' world doing the show?
Yeah, she was so cool. I don't really I'm not a huge wrestling fan, so she has a scene with me. So we spent the morning in the makeup trailer, and this is just a sort of indication of the kind of person she is. We spent the morning in the makeup, just talking, and because she's this Irish accent, it's walking away talking, I didn't mention anything. I had no idea, and I'm like, oh, she's really cool. And she's like, oh, my name's Rebecca. Talking, I was like, oh, I really like it when I can connect with our guests, roles who come in and make conversation. And she's a mum and I'm a mum. We talk about our girls, and then got onto set, and Brian Gewitz, he was like, do you know who that is? And I was like, yeah, that's Rebecca. And he's like, Becky Lynch, the man. And I'm like, what are you talking?
It's like, no, that's just Rebecca.
So gobsmacked. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize you. She's like, oh yeah. And she was so just cool and professional, and the accent is huge. Like to go from that to Cyndi Lauper was a big thing for me to look at her working through that, and she was amazing. So yeah.
No, that's awesome, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And I love you're just like, oh, that's Rebecca, no big deal, nice lady. For Bradley and Joseph, I know recently they told me that you guys actually finally got to meet Dwayne in person and got to talk to him and stuff. And so I'm just wondering, what was like the one thing that surprised you about him in your guys' conversations and interactions?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, it was such a blur in my brain.
It makes sense.
I think it was. I mean, we took some time, and I think, we have had contact prior, so nothing really super shocked me. But yeah. I still was not ready. The size of this guy, he's really The Rock, So it was cool.
Yeah, that dude is huge. Yeah. Not too many people make me feel small, but I felt like a little boy next to a man.
Joseph said, I need to hit the gym after meeting him. And then final question, Stacey, I wanted to talk to you really quick. And Bradley hinted on it, on talking about like how much of a family the professional wrestling world is. And obviously the Rock's family, generational, the Samoan pride that family has in the lineage in the wrestling world. For you, though, getting to represent, and not only getting to represent their family, but yourself as a Samoan as well, like how much pride and joy do you get to be on this platform and show the world?
Oh, mate, it's huge, and I always say, like, I love talking about this, but I quite often get very emotional about it because that's how much it means to me to be playing a Samoan woman on primetime TV, but also like an older Samoan woman, a mother. You know, it's a role of a lifetime, and I love when the show comes out, connecting with our Samoan communities all over the world. You know, I know that there's a huge community here in the States. And getting messages from people just going, oh my gosh, you know, Kiki Pua'a, you guys are talking about our food, and I can see carvings, and we're listening to the 5 stars on the soundtrack. Oh my gosh, you don't know how much this means to me. And I'm like, I know how much this means, and it's awesome to kind of be the face of that. So it's definitely something that, I hold very dear to my heart and take a lot of pride in bringing to the screen.
Well, listen, I appreciate your guys' time. I know you guys have to talk to a million other people. Thank you guys so much for the time. Young Rock premieres Friday, November 4th, 8:30 on NBC. Best of luck, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Thank you.